Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
All right, let me ask you, what does every fisherman want? Answer, a girlfriend. That probably could be said for older dudes like myself telling dad jokes ad nauseum. But anyway, let's move on with this week's Big Old Fish. We start off this season with 10-year-old Cameron Earl from Chias, Maine. Now, he caught this bass on Nash's Lake in Chias, Maine, and it goes on to say that a few days later he was using his uncle's secret fishing hole in Chias, and he got himself a 4-pound brook trout. It definitely was his lucky week. Way to go, Cameron, and keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 11-year-old Colt Reynolds from Eagle River. Now, he was out fishing with his dad in Canada this year for the first time, and he got this 50-inch monster muskie. Goes on to say that it's got a 23-inch girth. It was the best day of fishing so far in his life, obviously. And Colt, I don't know how to break it to you, buddy, but that's a big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 7-year-old Aidan Gunderson from Agaquick, Maine. Now, this was Aidan's first fish ever, this striped bass, and he was fishing with his grandpa. Well, that's a heck of a way to make some memories with a big old fish like that, Aidan. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Moving right along with this week's Big Old Fish, we have 10-year-old Hunter, no last name given, from Phippsburg, Maine. He caught this healthy largemouth bass while fishing with his papa on Cabascante Stream. Well, that's a big old fish, Hunter. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 4.5-year-old Etta Barnett from Biddeford, Maine. This is just one of 14 sunfish she caught while fishing on Swan Pond in Lyman. Says she was using a big old juicy backyard worm when she was fishing with him. And she was out fishing with her awesome grandparents, Tom and Sue, or as it says, Sushi Gray. Well, Etta, that's not just one, but that's a bunch of big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.